How's it going, Badgers? I'm Matthew, and today we're here at Taps Brewhouse and Grill, and we're going to interview Birds of Bellwoods. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Stevie.
I'm Kentaro.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Adrian.
So how did you guys meet, and how did the band get started?
Basically, we met up after university, came back together. Adrian, Stevie, and I had been in the same high school. Stevie and Adrian had started working on some music.
Adrian basically said that I could either get my shit together or we could start a band. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to do the first option, so I went with option 2.
We used to be a folk band with rock influences, and now we're more of a rock band with folk influences. I mean, I guess you call it alternative alt-rock.
We're also all actors. We've had various experiences on film and television or in theaters and that kind of thing. For a little bit, that was kind of like how you make the money, and then music was how you spend it, and now sometimes that works in reverse, which is pretty cool.
So who are your biggest musical inspirations?
Right now, honestly, a band called Hippocampus. They're blowing my mind right now.
When we started out, it was like I think we were influenced by like Crosby, Stills, and Nash big time, because like the harmonies and stuff, and we still do that.
Ariana Grande just dropped a new track. Not her most fire track, but pretty good. I think she's maturing a little bit. One of our Toronto buddies, River Tiber, just dropped an amazing track, which is definitely check him out.
I guess while we're on the Toronto tip, Valley are some boys of ours who just dropped an amazing album. I'm constantly inspired by the work that they're doing. There's a band called Rainbow Kitten Surprise that we met at Oshiega, and we got to hang out with them, and their music is amazing. And I'm going to say personally that my biggest musical inspiration are these 3 fine gentlemen that I get to play music with every day on the road.
Do you prefer like the bigger festivals, or do you like these small, intimate venues?
It's all wonderful. Any opportunity that we have to come out and share our music with people, I think is wonderful. Festivals are incredible. They're this galvanizing experience, right? But in these really intimate shows, you can make a fan for life, and you can really like look someone in the eye and reach out.
I think like Stevie said, there's just a lot of different interactions. With the Oshiega thing, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people there. They might not all be there to see you, though, versus, the past 10, 15 shows we played, people are coming out to see us. It has been nice to go to the remote parts of Canada and like connect with these people that you didn't even know existed.
So what living or dead band or artist would it be like your dream collaboration to work with them?
Ariana Grande.
I'm gonna go with David Byrne, because then St. Vincent would think I'm cool, but also,
She'll never think you're cool.
no,
You had your chance. You played basketball with her, and she trounced you.
that's actually true.
I think of someone who's dead, just so we can like resurrect someone. I think that process might be more exciting than the actual musical
Bach.
creation. We'll bring back Jimmy. We'll bring back Jimi Hendrix. I like him more, and I think that'd be like a wild experience just to resurrect him.
Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, Tchaikovsky. He's a bit of a whack job.
Yeah, dog.
What are your pre-show rituals?
Just like vocal warm-ups a little bit, like that. Try to have like a good meal, not too much food. You don't want to get too full, but just the right amount. You want to have a little bit of drink, but like not too much. It's a delicate balance.
Right on.
And then we do a little hands in. We say a little something, and then go out there and try to kill it every time.
So recently you guys released your first LP, Victoria. How have you find things have changed since you released it?
We've been playing all these songs, or at least a lot of them, for long before we dropped the album, right? Melatonin is a song we've been playing for maybe 3 years now. It's a song that we started, maybe more.
4, 5?
Yeah, it's a song that kind of started with the band. We just didn't have the opportunity to really give it its full studio life. But the coolest thing, I think, for me now is that everyone knows all the words to the B-sides, too, and that's really inspiring.
For any new listeners who haven't listened to it, what's your favorite songs on the album?
I'm going to go Something Good, because I feel like it's the furthest we go into like a new world for Birds of Bellwoods.
I think Kiss Me is probably my favorite.
Don't Look Back has like amazing string arrangements, which I think, just like listening to that. Sometimes I listen to it, I'm like, damn, that's some powerful stuff.
Today I'm going to say Leaving Song. I was listening to it again recently, and Adrian kind of headed up the lyrics on that one, and I think he did a really, really beautiful job.
Why did you guys call the album Victoria?
I live on Victoria Park Avenue. It's a street in Toronto.
Okay.
We recorded most of the album there. So it's kind of a reflection of that. Victoria is also the goddess of victory, supposedly. Also, there's a lot of love songs on the album, and Victoria's not a specific person, but just kind of the general idea of that. And we happened to finish the album on Victoria Day, but that was kind of after the fact.
what's your favorite memory from 2018?
When St. Vincent introduced herself to me as Annie.
I'm gonna say waking up the morning after we released the album and just seeing how many people had been waiting for it. It was such an incredible summer, and then we had a little bit of time to kind of sit on it before we dropped this album. And it can be, when you go from something that big to just suddenly dead time, it can feel like the world, it feels like the world forgets about you immediately. But then to wake up and look and see how many people had just been waiting to play this album and the emotional response that they'd shared with us, it was, it was like, I felt like we were helping people, and that felt really good.
There are some really magical moments in the studio where, like, you know when like you're building something and that just sort of clicks, and you're like, oh man, this is magic. This is something new. This is something good.
It's actually been really interesting to watch a video we just put out a year ago. It was kind of a retrospective of our summer, and looking back on that, it's nice to have this kind of time capsule of what we did this summer. We played a ton of great festivals. I think we've had a lot of great experiences. As a band, I think we've had a great year, our most successful year yet. Hopefully it keeps growing.
Special thanks to Livestock for hosting this event. You can find more information on them at their website and on their social media posted here.